Hey, we are live. Happy Friday. It's getting to feel a bit like Christmas, isn't it? That should be a song, shouldn't it? Who's feeling Christmassy this afternoon? We've got a great topic for you today, by the way. You are going to love this. This is going to circumvent Christmas as your favourite thing that you've done in 2023. We've got 5 ideas to 5x your revenue in 2023. I'm going to run through these with you. And we're going to have a kind of workshopy style thing. So as you're all arriving, say hi as you come through the door. Say hello, or hi Jonny, or something like that in the comments so I can see that you're here. I feed off your energy, obviously. And, StreamYard isn't a two-way video stream like Zoom is. So I need to see as Rita's here. Hi, Rita. If you are here, just type hi in the comments. Just say hello. We are trying something a wee bit different today because I've finally succumbed to Facebook's advances and set this up as a Facebook event. Some of you may be here because you've received an invitation. Ashley's here. Hello, Ashley. Facebook users here from the Pacific Northwest. Same rules apply, by the way, on StreamYard. If you want your name to be seen, I've just got another banner here for you to stream. It's this one. So you can see along the bottom of the screen here, it says streamyard.com/Facebook. So if you're watching this in Facebook and you want me to communicate with you as a person, as a name, you need to give Facebook permission to share your name on StreamYard, basically. So that's what that banner down the bottom there is. So yeah, Curtis's here, Ashley's here, Caroline's here, Rita's here. We've got loads of others flowing in. Wonderful. Great to see you all. So wherever you're watching this, it's probably going to be on Facebook. You're very welcome. If you're considering this kind of thing, by the way, using StreamYard or Restream is the other platform that does this quite well. What you can actually do is hook it up to your various Facebook platforms so it streams all at the same time. And this is streaming onto my business page, whatever. It's streaming to the group, which I suspect is where most of you are. It's also streaming onto my personal profile. So StreamYard's very, very good at that. And I say so is Restream, at kind of dividing up the stream and putting it out all over the place, which is pretty cool. Karen's here too. Hi from France. Okay, so let's get on with it. The topic for today is 5x your revenue in 2023. Just while I'm setting this up, I'm doing a bit of preamble. Neil's from Vietnam. Good evening, Neil. Hello. Mr. Stringer, Dr. Stringer, actually, I must remember to call you. Just while we're setting this up, let's get a bit of a combo going in the chat here. So wherever you've got availability for chat on Facebook, I get to see the comments here in this StreamYard dashboard. So what I want you to do is just give us a couple of thoughts about how would your life be different if you could 5x your revenue in 2023. In other words, if you could earn 5 times as much next year as you have this year, how would that change things for you? What would you do with that newfound revenue? Would you invest it in your business, perhaps? Would you invest in something else? Property, shares, Bitcoin, foreign exchange scam? What would you do with it? Would you just go on holiday with it? Would you buy another house? What would you do? What difference would it make to your life if you had 5 times the revenue in 2023 that you created so far in this year? Let's just get a bit of barometer of how you're feeling about it. You put the heating on. So, John, do you know what? I refuse to be a hostage to heating bills. I am going to be as warm as I want to be at any point in time. I'm just going to earn a bit more money to pay for it. That's what I'm going to do. Maybe we would build a new house. Nicholas says it depends. In fact, I'll tell you what I'll do. Let's make this truly immersive and interactive. Do you want me to put the heating on? Yeah, as I say, I'm just going to earn a bit more money to pay the extra heating bills. Depends how much time you have to spend. That's a good point, isn't it? Well, interestingly, the stuff I'm going to show you today, and I'm just looking at the list, is probably not going to take any more time than you're spending now, I will wager. Because what a lot of us are doing, you see, and particularly when we're starting out, we do a lot of the stuff ourselves, don't we? Number one. That either could be automated or delegated, or even, right? Don't shoot me, I'm one of the messenger. Even you're doing stuff that doesn't need doing at all. Yeah, and spending time doing unnecessary things that are not bringing your business forward. So there is absolutely a way to implement these 5 things that I'm going to reveal to you shortly without spending any more time. And that kind of I can't get into the whatever you're streaming from. Wherever you're watching from is what I meant. I'm streaming from here. You're watching it in a number of places. It's actually streaming this onto my LinkedIn profile, doing a LinkedIn Live, streaming on my business page, my personal page, and into the group as well. So Karen's got a good idea here. So Karen would celebrate with 25% of the excess. Invest in a better house, support family, invest in my profession, have some for interesting new ideas. That sounds lovely, doesn't it? And Nicholas says, work smarter, not harder. That's my 2023 goal. Well, brilliant. Absolutely. Okay, well, look, shall we get into it then? Shall we talk about the very, very first one? I made a list, and if you're watching this on Facebook Live, you can probably see in the comments there's a list of 5 ideas. I haven't given anything away because that's what I'm like. I've teased you, haven't I? The first one, I've said it's so simple you'll kick yourself. What is the easiest way to make more money in 2023? Let's see if you share my fundamental belief and insight in this. This is my core belief about you and your business. What is the easiest way to earn more money in 2023 than you've earned now? Any ideas? Just type in comments. As soon as we get the right one, I'll celebrate it and I'll open up on it, because this is so simple. You will kick yourself. There's the clue. That's the simplest way to earn more money. Animaker's watching on Facebook. Good. Spend less, says Mimi. Plan to do so, says Facebook user. Get more clients. Wrong. I don't mean to be brutal. I don't know who you are, so this is not a personal takedown, but that is 180 degree the wrong answer. Here's the right answer. Here's the right answer from Facebook user, whoever the bloody hell you are. Raise your prices. You can comment on this if you want. Yeah, we've got somebody else jumping on that old bandwagon, haven't we? Charge more money, raise your prices. Why is this easy? Because it takes 0 effort on your part. All you have to do is raise your prices and tell the next person that you're speaking to, or the next person who sees something on the page, that the prices are different, that the prices are at another level. Now, the mindset around this is really intriguing. And I learned this from a really cool mentor of mine that I was working with some years ago, Mitch Miller, if you want his name. And Mitch talks about a range of acceptable prices, and he's done lots and lots of experimentation here, lots of trials where, let's say, for example, let's start at the bottom. Let's say you have a $27 product, an ebook or a download or something. Well, it might as well be $47, because in the range from $20 to $50, there's no difference in the number of people who take it up. So you might as well charge $47 for it and make more money. And if there is any drop off at all, of course, you're charging almost twice as much. And as we get into the kind of middle range, where there's a downloadable course or something that is a bit more involvement from you, let's say you're charging $397 for it. Well, you may as well charge $497 for it. because there's a range of acceptable pricing where there is no drop off on the number of people who buy it. And once you get over £500 or bucks, there's no point in charging £697 for something. You might as well charge £997 for it, because there won't be any difference in the number of people who buy it. Therefore, it's free money, isn't it, increasing your prices? And the same applies, when you get into a high ticket guided program where you're coaching, where you're showing up and all the rest of it. If you've got a program that's, 2497, well, you can raise it to 2997 without any fear of anybody balking. If they couldn't afford it, 2497, they won't be able to afford it 2997 either. It won't make any difference. And the reverse applies. If 2997 is too expensive, so will 2497 be. So you have to play around with this, just experiment in this range of acceptable prices. I mean, clearly, if you've got a £2.5 grand program and you suddenly make it 10 grand, you have to work a bit harder on you to demonstrate the value and to persuade people to come on board. But within this range, you always want to be pushing that upper limit and charge, what you can for your services. Okay, so we've got some cool ones there. Sally agrees. Good, Sally. I agree with you. Your clients know better. Your clients need better. Is it better to charge price ending in 97 than around? Who knows? We all do, don't we? I started putting an 8 at the end of mine, actually, 9-8. I don't think anybody rationally realizes that £97 is way, way cheaper than £100, but it's just something we do. So it just seems to work. I think on a subconscious level, there's something that tells us it's not £100, it's 97. So yeah, whatever you want. And of course, the $3 that you're foregoing by displaying 97 is neither here nor there. It doesn't make any difference. So think about this. Number one, which is so simple you'll kick yourself, is to raise your prices. There's no better time to do it, of course, because you can talk about the 2023 pricing. And if you have any legacy calls between now and the end of the year, you can make it quite clear to them the prices are going up on New Year's Eve at midnight. So get on board now if they want the 2022 prices. Let's just have some thumbs or some hearts or some yays. But hell yeah will be good. If you're prepared to raise your prices for 2023, if you're prepared to charge more universally across the board for your products in 2023, just give us a yay. Just give us a yay. Hell yeah, something like that. Some kind of a commitment to do this. Mimi's going to do that. Karen says in Chinese numerology, the 9 is the impetus of action. So any number, especially ending with 9, gets more bias. Yeah, we've got 3, 4 yeses, 5, 6. Yeah, the yeses are streaming in. I did it this afternoon, says John Mackaya. Good for you, Johnny. Yeah, hope you're well. Good stuff. Right. So idea number 2, to earn more money in 2023. And this is something you're probably overlooking. You are likely to be overlooking. And it is as simple as this. This is about going back to people who paid you previously and making them an offer so they will pay you again. Why does this work? This works because people who've already paid you for something have entered your inner circle of know, like, and trust. They already know you, they already like you, and they trust you enough. They've demonstrated that by paying you previously. Therefore, those people, by any measure, are warm prospects, probably hot prospects, aren't they? More so than people who haven't yet entered that inner circle and paid you for anything. So instead of trying to find new clients, go back to the clients you've worked with in the past. Now, one of my favorite mantras is this, that there are no former clients. There's just clients. People transition from being prospects to clients. And once they're a client, they're a client. And we go further than that. We talk about our clients for life. We promise that we will work with you until it works for you. And if you join our Client Attraction Academy, you'll get a real feel for that, because you can show up on our weekly calls forever. You have access to the Client Attraction Academy learning platform forever, because we want to work with you until it works for you. Now, in the event that you've had one-off engagements with your clients, or they've bought a number of sessions with you, a number of sessions off you, or they bought a program, for example, and that's come to an end now. You haven't spoken to them for a while. Reach out, and there is no better time in the annual calendar than right now. Why? Because you can reach out to them and go, season's greetings, Merry Christmas. How's 2022 been for you? Yeah. Nobody's not going to respond to that. We've been doing that today, in actual fact. And I can say without fear of contradiction, every single person that we've sent that message to who's read it has responded with a season's greetings to you as well, Jonny and the team, So there's no better time of year to do this. This is something that you're probably overlooking, but please don't. Every single person who's ever paid you for anything, unless there's some tremendously disruptive reason, like they've fallen out with you or vice versa, or you don't want to speak to them again or whatever. Every single person who's ever paid you for something, get back in touch and say, season's greetings, how was 2022 for you? They're going to tell you something about their lived experience over the last 12 months, aren't they? They're going to either say, well, it was shit because of this, it was great because of this, it could have been better because of this. Whatever they say, you are starting a conversation, aren't you, with somebody who is extremely likely to engage you and pay you for something else in the future. All you've got to do then is make a little offer to bridge that gap between the season greeting conversation and then coming back on board as a paying client, and you've cracked it, haven't you? What you need to do is say, well, look, I'd love to open up with you about some other stuff that we're doing next year. I think some of it might be useful. Let's have a chat. You can book calls like crazy, and that the time to book the calls is now. The time to do the calls is potentially a bit of next week, but significantly, there's a space in time that we call the golden week. Anybody know when the golden week is? Can you guess when the golden week might be for holding sales conversations and enrolling people in your program? When is the golden week? It's just around the corner. I'll give you a clue. Anybody come up with an idea when the golden week is? Well, this week certainly I think is a good week for outreach. You can tap people on the shoulder and say, hey, haven't spoken to you for a while, season's greetings, how was 2022 for you? Yeah. Well, I'll tell you, the golden week, thank you, Mimi Whitaker. The golden week is between Christmas and New Year's. Why? Because everyone's bored. You're bored out of your tiny minds, aren't you? You've had Christmas, you had the kids around, the grandkids or whatever, or, Santa's been and gone, and it's feeling awfully chilly, isn't it? It's just a cold, horrible December week when there's nothing brilliant going on. So everybody is online buying stuff. You'd better believe it. Everybody is online in that golden week between Christmas and New Year's buying stuff. And you've got a full 5 days at it this year, haven't you? Because Christmas Day is on Saturday. What we in the UK euphemistically call Boxing Day is on Sunday. Then you got Monday when there's nothing going on. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. It's not New Year's Eve till Friday. So enrollment conversations need to be set up now for that week. Okay. So idea number 2 out of the 5 ideas to 5 extra revenue next year. Sell more stuff to the people who've already bought from you. Right? Get hold of them now, wish them a Merry Christmas, and get them on the Zoom-a-rooney so you can talk to them. We had 3 very good guesses. Rita's got a finger on the pulse as well. So well done, you lot. You are really insightful, aren't you? You all know this stuff already. Okay, so promise me to do that. Again, give us some hell yes if you're going to do that. The way to do it, right, while you're doing this, by the way, while you type it on the screen, the way to do this is to identify 10 to 12 former clients and send them personalized messages. If, on the other hand, you have a mailing system with all your former clients in it on a list, send them into the whole bloody list. You can personalize emails from campaigns, can't you? Dear Dave, Merry Christmas. Haven't spoke for a while. How have things been in 22 for you? Question mark. They'll reply back to that, won't they? Just as if it was a personalized email. So get on with it. Do that. That's really, really, really important. So that's idea number 2. That'll really kick off your new year as well. Idea number 3 is what the cool kids are already doing. That was a nice little tease, wasn't it? Who'd like to be a cool kid? I would. I'd like to be in the cool kids. So the cool kids are already doing this. This is called an ascension plan. Ascension as in going up, otherwise known as a product stack. If you haven't got one of these, spend a bit of time in the next couple of weeks, in that fallow period, if you like, over Christmas if you want. Spend a couple of hours in between talking to clients, building your ascension plan. The ascension plan looks like this: low price entry product. Could even be free to get people into your world and consuming your content and your wisdom. Mid-price course, something they can download and go online and just click a button and buy it. And then your high price offering, which is or should be some kind of guided coaching or therapy program where you're going to hang out with them. They get access to you, don't they? They get access to you for a period. And with those 3 simple layers in your product stack, you've got an ascension plan then, because somebody comes in at the bottom, you can nurture them and you can encourage them to take the next step up and buy the next thing. So that's what all the cool kids are doing. Everybody around you that you've ever answered an advert or clicked on a form or clicked for more details, they're all going to get you in at the bottom end of the ascension plan, and they're going to nurture you and get you more and more excited and upsell you all the way. So that's a little bit more complex than the overview I've given you, but there is lots of insights out there. And if you want help building your ascension plan, then we can do that. We help you do that in the Client Attraction Academy. So if you want some help on that, just type CAA in the comments and I'll catch that later, and I'll make sure you get some details of how we can help you to build your 3-layer product stack. So you're taking people in at low cost, upselling them into a medium, and then at the top you've got the high priced, high ticket program. If you'd like a hand building that ascension plan, just type CAA in the comments, just like Mimi has, and I will get you some details after this call is finished. Okay, so we've got 3 so far. One is so simple: put your prices up. Second one is something you're almost definitely overlooking, which is there are no former clients. There are no former clients. Okay. The third one is to build an ascension plan. So you've got 3 layers, 3 basic layers in your pyramid: low cost, mid cost, and high cost. Okay, idea number 4. And I've said here, only the bold will follow this killer strategy. Hands up if you're feeling bold. Give us a yeah or a thumb or something. Are you feeling bold? Do you want to hear this killer strategy, which might make you go, ooh. It might make you feel scared. Are you ready for this? You fancy this? Let's do it. Right, here's the killer strategy that only the bold do. And this is to have a ridiculously high priced premium offering and to promote it on your website, on your social medias. Whether or not anybody buys it, it will serve a valuable purpose. So I'll explain what I mean. Let's say you created a $50,000 offering, and this involved you working with the client deeply on a one-to-one for 12 months. All you have to do to make that a reality is to put it on your website. You call it the 12-month VIP mastermind or whatever. You know, it is a sub brand of what you do, isn't it? So I can't give you the name of it. It's up to you what you call it. But it has to feel high end. It has to look nice and luxurious. The web page has to look pretty cute. And you describe what they'll get if they pay you $50,000 or pounds. They work with you for 12 months. I mean, when you get into conversation with anybody about this, you can say, look, you know, we're going to work together for a whole year. We'll get most of the work done. in the front end, probably over the first 3 months. For the rest of the year, you've got open access to me by email and messenger, and we'll meet up a couple of times during the year. You can come to one of my retreats or something like that. Just kind of bundle it with value so that it doesn't look silly, and just stick it out there. Just stick it out there. What this does then, this adds value and authority to all the rest of your work, because if people can see that there's a £50,000 offering, their assumption will be that perhaps some people are buying that, some people are paying you 50 grand. So they're going to assume then that all the rest of the stuff that you do for less money than that is extremely good value and is worth every penny of what you're charging. Is that making sense? So this is what we call the premium offer. This is idea number 4 to make more money more easily in 2023, is to launch and describe and make it clear that you're promoting it. A very lavish premium offer. 50k is a good price point. You can go further than that if you want, or a bit less than that. I'd say the range from 30 to 75k is entirely believable, entirely credible for all the people on this call, the people I know anyway. If you want some more ideas about how to do all this, by how to position all this, this is what we help you with in the Client Attraction Academy. And our prices are going up at the end of the year. So if you'd like some details on the Client Attraction Academy, stick CAA in the comments and I'll get someone to reach out to you and just send you over the web link and that kind of thing. So we've got 4 ideas, haven't we? We're bursting with ideas here. Just to recap, first idea is to raise your prices. That's how you're going to make some more money next year. That's the easiest, simplest thing to do because it doesn't cost anything. You don't have to work anymore. You just tell the next person that it's more expensive. Second thing is to regard your existing client base as current clients potentially and future clients. There are no former clients. They're just people who've paid you already and they can pay you again for something else, can't they? Idea number 3 was to build an ascension plan. So a product stack of 3 products from low price to medium to high price. And the one we just covered on the bold, we'll try this, is to post out there a 50 grand offer so that people can see that that's the area that you work in, and therefore the products that they might want to engage with are incredible value, and it helps you position yourself as an authority, as a leader in what you're doing. Okay, 5th and final. Are we ready for this? This is the 5th and final idea to massively increase your revenue for next year. And I wouldn't have been having this conversation with you this time last year because we were still a little bit dodgy about the virus, weren't we? About Corona. And definitely not the year before or the year before that. But we are now at a point in time when the world is opening up. Travel is available. I'm traveling to the States at the end of next week for Christmas and New Year. So here's idea number 5, which will bring fun and adventure to your life. And this is to build some retreats, build some offerings that are in some nice locations where people want to travel to come and be with you. Set a premium price for these retreats and people will enjoy them. We're not really doing a premium retreat. Our retreat in February is very reasonably priced because we wanted to get our retreat program going again. But we will be with 7 wonderful entrepreneurs. In fact, Mimi, who's here, is coming with us to Arizona in February. Mimi, we're going to Sedona in Arizona in February. It's all sold out, unfortunately, so there's no tickets available. But it's a rather modest affair. But that will add in the region of $30,000, something like that, to our bottom line for 2023. That's just one event. Lisa and I talking about doing 3 or 4 next year and spacing them by the seasons, spring, summer, autumn, whatever. So that is a great way to bring revenue in, not least because when people are with you on these retreats, they've paid you for the retreat. So hopefully you can find a way to make a profit on the event itself. But of course, people who are there are much more likely at that point to buy another offer, aren't they? And if you devise some kind of high-level mastermind, or what we're talking about in point 4 earlier, the 50k offer, some of the people on your retreats will be absolutely prime candidates for that high-ticket offer. Excuse me. So all this feeds in to your revenue stream. All this feeds into your bottom line. To 5x your revenue next year. Obviously, it depends where you started from this year. But if you're not doing retreats, just a series of retreats could 2 or 3 times your revenue, couldn't it? Easily. And then the stuff that you sell to the people who are on the retreats could make up the difference. So maybe we've found something there, a retreat program next year in and of itself, directly and indirectly, could 5x your revenue, couldn't it? So let's just summarize. So raise your prices. Make these notes if you haven't done already, by the way. Number 1 is raise your prices. Number 2 is to sell more to the people who've already bought from you. So no former clients. Number 3 is to build an ascension stack of 3 programs from low to high to medium, and just regard everybody who's working with you as on some kind of journey. There's no dead ends, no cul-de-sacs. In other words, when they're on one program, there's something else that they can do afterwards. Fourthly, we said, didn't we, set this premium price product in the range, from 30 to 75k. Make it visible, stick it out there on your website, stick it out on social media every now and again. And finally, we talked about setting up real live events / retreats. Retreats generally would be, relatively few people, you'd imagine, based on accommodation and logistics and all that. You could set up a live event, couldn't you? And if it's priced appealingly and the promise is appealing enough, who knows? You get 50, 100 people on an event, couldn't you? So all this stuff means getting busy. The good news is it's not 2023 yet. You've got enough time to plan all this out and put it all together. Give yourself a good talking to over the Christmas break. And it's all there, isn't it? So let's have a look. I've already got one booked in. That's a retreat, I'm guessing we're saying. Karen en France is loving all this. Let's have a look. Bonnie is dashing from the Pacific Rim. Lovely to see you, Bonnie. We'll see you soon. Do you put prices on your website? We are being asked. It depends. Things that we want people to buy off the website, yes. Things that we want people to talk to us about before they buy, probably no. So I hope that answers it. Good stuff, Jonny. I agree. So if any of this is intriguing you and you are not yet part of our Client Attraction Academy community, which is up there, you can just see that this camera's mirrored. It's really hard. If you're not yet part of the Client Attraction Academy, what you get is a weekly secret session. That's a coaching call with Lisa and me, only for Client Attraction Academy members. Secondly, you get access to a learning platform which contains every bit of downloadable content that we've ever created. Every live video, including this one, is in the Client Attraction Academy platform, so you can recap, you can go back over them all. You also get a VIP Facebook group for paying clients only, and in there we cover a lot more high-level topics than we're able to cover in the free group. So all that is there as part of the Client Attraction Academy. If you're intrigued by the sound of that, just type CAA in the comments just before we finish today. Type CAA, and I'll make sure that you get a link to have a look at the page and see what you think. There's no sales calls involved. It's just a page for you to look at. And if you like it, you can push some buttons and buy it. So we would love to have you part of the Client Attraction Academy if you're not already. So just type CAA in the comments if that's something that excites you. So there you go, 5x revenue. Let's have some final comments. Who is, having listened to these 5 strategies, who is up for implementing them and 5x in revenue in 2023? Are you ready for this? I want to get a hell yeah or a hell no if you're not. And if you're not, maybe I've got another idea to try and help you. Are you ready to 5x your revenue in 2023? That's the last question on this session for today. Are you ready to 5x your revenue in 2023? Let's give us some answers. So we've got some good yeps. We've got a CEO from John McCallier. I'm ready, says Mimi. Yeah, just worked out new prices. Good. 5x your revenue in 2023. Are you ready to do this? We've got some great commitments here. Yep, says Denise. And she's working an Ascension plan and a VIP offer. That's brilliant, isn't it? Anamieka, after 3 years of COVID, there isn't a lot of revenue left. Well, good news is you can easily 5x it then, can't you? I'm ready to do 4 of the 5 and possibly 5x my revenue with this, says Karen. Brilliant. Gregory, you know it, and I know it. It's going to be a great 2023. I'll do a shameless little promo for my friend Greg here, who is building a program with us on our VIP program, on our Client Attraction Blueprint program. Gregory's program is called the Millionaire MBA, and the strapline is to launch and scale a business that you can sell for millions. Launch and scale a business that you can sell for millions. And I just love that. It's one of the best taglines that I've heard or that we've created together for quite some time. So Greg, you're absolutely right. It is going to be a great 2023. And America knew I would say that. It's not too hard to 5x it if there's not much left. Oh, bless you. Okay, fantastic. Thanks for all your interaction. I'm going to leave you today. We've done a good solid 35 minutes. I hope that's been wonderful. If you're just picking up at the end, watch the recording. It's going to be in Facebook forever. It's in the group. It's on my page. It's all over the place as a Facebook event. So check in, watch it, catch up, and do this stuff. Do this stuff. Love you lots. Merry Christmas. See you later. Bye.